I grew up with someone in my life who was sent to rehab for many, many years, and they would only come back with cannabis. Like the only issue is cannabis. And I was just like, there's no way. Surely, surely, surely. There's got to be something else, because what I read long time ago too is that any medicine that you use, specifically like plant medicine, enhances your natural state and reflects your natural state. So that's why, as it enhances your natural states and as it reflects your natural states, that's where paranoia can come in, right? That's where what you see versus what is becomes this, like, you feel like it's an induced, it can become an induced psychosis where you just like, what is real? You trying to understand like what is really real between what I feel spiritually and then what I see in this physical form. Remember, some people think that feel that they are human living a spiritual experience, and then some will go, your spirit living a human experience, and then some will go, it is both, depending on what is arising and what is being reflected. And what is arising versus what is being reflected, if you haven't grounded yourself into yourself, you will fear it. Okay, so this is where like the fear mongering sort of can end a little bit, if I can just say that. If you are using plant medicine specifically, it, like I said, it's going to bring out more of you, because it is a truth. It's like a truth serum, okay, if I can put it like that. Another thing to note is, unfortunately, because of what happens in the homes, there's very little connection. And I'm saying not all homes, but what happens in the homes is that there is very little connection between the parent and the child relationship. If you are in a wounded home space, and anything healing is very negative in the family, or what are you healing from, what's your problem, that sort of thing, then you would rarely have a deep connection with those whom you love and those who love you. So what happens is, you find connections through friends, but the thing is, you are finding connections through friends who are replicating the familyhood, what you learned through your siblings, through your parents, through any guardian, right? So it goes back. Then, as you are with your friends, you are arising more of you is coming up to the surface, right? So as you are rising more, it gets reflected in friendship. Now, you'll seek your connections through friendships, through lovers, through your work, etc. Then what happens is, because we haven't been trained about safety, and the homes aren't safe, not all, but the homes aren't safe, you'll seek safety in what you resonate with. So there's an understanding. So there might not be a deep connection between you and your friends, but you have an understanding. You relate on this condition that it wasn't safe at home. There was no connection at home. I don't feel like I belong here. So I'm going to find people who want to be able to use the same material or thing that allows me to expand my being and my consciousness, and this is where it feels good for me. So unfortunately, what happens is you escape. Okay, so there's an energy of escape. So if you are going out to a club, number one, if you're combining alcohol and you are combining plant medicine or drugs, that already, just even scientifically, that equation does not match. Okay, it does not match, because there are different spirits that are working in that particular thing.